Set. Ready.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. 20.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Quick there. Gun. Set.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the safety creep. Great. 20.
They'll try the air now with Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ready. Mike spoke. Hey, watch the ball.
Newton now to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
Yeah, Greg, Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, a 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
65, 25, check 25. Express. Motion backfield. 44, Mike.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Check.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Hey.
Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28. 11 yards on the pickup there.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Point to the 3. Here we go. Gun. Check hot route. Hot. 8.
Now Newton on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Hey, sound one.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
One. Here we go.
Here's Foles. That one's complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
Ready? Hey, Silver.
Check 37.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Fournette. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's go.
Kill. Zebra.
Now Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. On the ground, rolls. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Foles. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their 3rd primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. On 1st down, it's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Gun.
Check, 47. I don't even know why this team showed up. 47's the mic. Switch up.
From the gun, here's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. This is taken at about the 14. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. timeout. Now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go. Right in. We got it.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Yeah, let's go. 36. Kick.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
20.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Great.
Now Newton. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
Don't throw this way.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down.
Check nine.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
You don't want no problem from me.
Ross Cockrell on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup.
So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Go!
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Showing it.
2nd and 11. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, 76 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Room here to run. 31 yards there and a 1st down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover, too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens, if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level, and now you've got a big place to run the football.
There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. 44.
Newton now to throw. Steps away to his left. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Gun.
44 to Mike. 44.
Express.
You ain't got nothing.
Out of the gun, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready? It's a set, ready?
Coming to you.
Great.
Joker. Check the 8.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 8. Fresno. Come on. Match box.
20. Express.
Newton. This is caught. 16 yards, a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Mike Bobo. Kill. Turn it up. 8. Kill. Turn it up. Switch.
Running it here, Artis Payne. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cameron Artis Payne. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 23-yard line.
Ready.
44. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Lucky. Wide, get wide.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm going to come back to you. Switch.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
44 Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 44. Mike, 44. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 44.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
You go tight. Pilot, 64, weak. Tight go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's it. 180.
Mike spoke both.
20.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
Here's McCaffrey, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
44, Mike, 44.
Express.
44 is the Mike.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Here we go. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Great.
Now Newton. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Let's go. Purple 64.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here I come again.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Check 43. Kill.
A give running left. It's McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yes! 180!
Here we go.
What we got?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Under.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
It's our time.
Great.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
What we got?
Come on now.
A handoff, Fournette running left.
Check.
Fournette, a first down, still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with time running out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Mike, go. Come on, boy.
Ready.
Don't be scared.
Fast.
Off. 44's Mike. Check. You can't block me. You can't block me. 44, Mike.
Now it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check me out. Check. Hey, switch gears.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, Newton, throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Newton. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense. So
that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The temptation to go for it, probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Girl. Alert three.
On second and 11 now. Foles. Open man right side is Shark. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, switch.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey,
Check, go get it.
Hayden Cole. Silence.
Now on second and 16. Foles. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. The Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
55, my God, 55. Hey, we got to get this stop here, man.
13.
Here's Foles. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. What's the curl? Mike 55, Mike 55. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Silence.
D-line, get that quarterback. Mike 55. Check, 55.
Hey, Haywood.
We got this.
And that'll set them back 5. Here's Logan Cook now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Ready. Look at it.
Mike 44. Silver.
They'll start the drive with Artis Payne. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. A four-receiver look here. Three out to the left, one to the right on 2nd and 8. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
At the 14-yard line.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to throw, Newton. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.